World War I was an international brutal conflict between 1914 and 1918. Germany, Austria-Hungary, Bulgaria, and the Ottoman Empire, also called the Central Powers, fought against Great Britain, France, Russia, Italy, Romania, Japan, and the United States, which are the Allied powers. Thanks to new military technologies and the horrors of trench warfare, World War I saw unprecedented levels of carnage and destruction. It ended with the defeat of the Central Powers and the death of more than 16 million people throughout Europe and the world. Tensions had been brewing throughout Europe following Germany's unification and annexation of French territories after the Franco-Prussian War of 1870. Germany's rise upset the European balance of powers and led to a game of alliances. The spark was struck in Bosnia, where the heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire was killed by a Serbian nationalist struggling to end Austro-Hungarian rule over Bosnia. Austria-Hungary, supported by Germany, blamed the Serbian government for the attack and declared
World War II was a global conflict in which Germany, Italy, and Japan, called the Axis powers, fought against Britain, the Soviet Union, the US, and China from 1939 to 45. Coming to power in 1933, Hitler capitalized on the economic depression that had spread worldwide following the crash of Wall Street, as well as the German resentment of the humiliating Treaty of Versailles, signed after Germany's surrender in World War I, declaring that the Germans were a superior race that needed living space, Lebensraum. Hitler began to rebuild the German military and broke the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. Hoping to avoid war, France and Britain allowed Hitler to expand German territory unchecked by uniting with Austria and annexing the German-speaking areas of Czechoslovakia, Sudetenland, before invading the entire country. World War II erupted in Europe in September 1939, when Germany invaded Poland from the west before the Soviet invasion from the east. Britain and France responded by declaring war on Germany, but took little offensive action. In 1940, Germany invaded Denmark and Norway to
Yeah. Now, based on the preview about the World War I and World War II, is the world one step away from World War III? Now, that's a big question, right? Yeah, it's a very big question that we need to ponder upon. And the recent events suggest we might be closer than we think. Yeah. You know what is going on in Middle East, Israel with Iran. Also see what happened with United States using B-2 bomber to dismantle the nuclear facilities in Iran, and see the retaliation. No, Iran had to they strike back. So they strike back through strike they strike back by firing missile to Qatar, to US base in Qatar. You know, but it was intercepted. No, thanks to the air defense and technology. No, it was nearly all the missile was intercepted. I think only one was missed. I don't know, maybe it was deliberate. Okay, so if we think from Middle East to Eastern Europe, global tension are really escalating fast, and the US and Iran continue to clash over influence and military strikes. Russia is still deeply involved with Ukraine. You know, this is a very big concern. It's a very big concern. And why NATO continue to expand its reach. You know, the war in Ukraine started. It was triggered because NATO, Ukraine wanted to join NATO, and this guy, Putin, doesn't want that. Doesn't want that to happen. So that he doesn't want any spy in his territory. So that was what caused the escalation. So there are so many stuff, so many underlying issues that can cause World War III. It might not take a massive attack sometimes, no, One wrong move, one airstrike. See what happened when Israel struck Iran. See the retaliation, very massive. More than 100 missile, 400 missile was launched to Israel against Israel. So, and also political assassination can spark a global change. Think of World War One. The preview. It all started with a single assassination. It started with a single assassination. When Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in June 28, 1914. No, it was just single assassination, and it's widely considered the immediate trigger of World War One. But there are so many underlying factors, like alliance, imperialism, nationalism, and so on. So, also, if we talk about China, Russia, and US, all are flexing their muscles, all are displaying their military gadgets. Who owns who? See what the USA used against Iran. B-2 bomber. I don't think all this big name has the gadget. I don't think so. And it's quite expensive. So people are displaying what they have. They are displaying their technology, their gadget, the invent of AI, AI drone. There are so many stuff. People are just trying some of their gadgets, We'll talk about the military drill, sanctions, tech wars, and proxy conflicts. No, it's not just about borders anymore. They are not even talking about borders anymore. It's about influence. It's about power, dominance. It's about control, right? So, and it really happened. While no one wants world war, history teaches us this. Global peace is fragile, and economies are very weak. Most of the nations' economy are very weak now. Okay, people are angry. People are hungry. The leaders are making big moves. Leaders are making big moves. They are planning. They are strategizing. That's a dangerous mix, right? It's a mix stuff. So, do you think World War III is coming? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe for more real talk on world events. And like, share as well. But stay peacefully. Right? So I will see you in my next video. Yeah.